If you ask the common Norwegian about the Vikings, he or she would probably say that, well, they are part of our culture, they are part of our history, they are our ancestor, you could say, far back in time somewhere. But the common Norwegian doesn't really know much about the Vikings. They may give you a couple of names of the most famous, chiefs or kings, or perhaps even the most famous conquest or battles and things like that. But they don't really know their history very, detailed. But still, I have a sense, you may say, this is just my opinion, I have a sense that it is something that make Norwegians proud. It's some things about it that affect their self-esteem. That's my hunch about it. Even though the typical Norwegian don't really care in their everyday life, you don't see it. You don't see the Viking theme in people's homes or stuff like that. So it is nothing that people, talk about or think about in their everyday life. So the Viking theme is something you sometimes see in, sports events, like you see these big hats with horns, or you may see cartoons, movies, souvenirs, stuff like that. So it is there. It is somehow there, and but the common Norwegian, they don't really care that much in their everyday lives. But like I say, in some occasion, you see these things pop up, like I said, sports events, like for instance MMA, strength sports, the Viking, Valhalla and stuff like that. So it's something that I guess people have in the back of their head that shows up sometimes, and and if you ask them, are you proud of the Vikings? I would suspect, this is just my feeling, suspect that many people will say yes, because even though you may say that, well, it's nothing really to be proud of, the Vikings, they went and robbed people and they conquered other people's lands, so I'm not sure how proud you could be about that, but the Viking culture was quite sophisticated. They were not just stealing other people's land. That wasn't everything about the Viking culture. It was more to it. So it was quite sophisticated. So I guess you can take out various aspects from it and, be proud of. But anyways, if you ask the common Norwegian, I would think that they are, in a sense, proud of their Viking heritage. But the common Norwegian, as I said, they don't really, think much about it in their everyday life. They don't know much about it, and so on. But they have a few dedicated souls that do care, and they may even, gather sometimes and dress up like Vikings and have these, I'm not sure what it is called, maybe laug or something. But I have never been into those personally. I don't know anyone personally who has, so they are not that common, but they exist, and there are some groups here and there. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's my impression of myself being a Norwegian. How much into the Viking culture is the Norwegian? Well, here is one answer, so now you know.